Hopefully we will be good.
Got it.
Got
Rock and
it.
roll. Everybody hear us okay?
Is everybody here okay?
Give a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Thank
Good,
you.
good.
Thank you.
All right. Hopefully we will be good.
Yep.
Hang on.
Mute. Rock and roll. Everybody hear us okay?
Is everybody here okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Thank
Don't see him.
How's that?
Whew. Forgot about that little button. We blew that one up one day sitting in Joan's living room with Dr. Boz, and none of us could find the button to stop that echo and that reverb. Oh my gosh, it was a hot mess.
Terrible.
It was the first time we tried to go live, and we're like, oh yeah, this isn't good. And we were away from home and everything. So
Couldn't figure that one out on the fly.
yeah, we were. But so come on in, everybody. Welcome. I'm Tammy. This is Lance for any newbies in here.
Hello.
This is my hubby, my partner in crime. We try to figure this out together, and we try to teach you and show you how we pull this along and do this as a family. My daughter-in-law's in here. She's getting ready. We're getting ready to launch the Keto Kids Club. So she's going to be the front face for that because she's got two little ones, my grandkids. And we are trying to teach you. The whole goal in this is to teach you how to live this as a lifestyle and as a family. This isn't something you should just be doing isolated off in the corner by yourself, but some of you have to start that way, and we know that. So as hard as that is, we all try to say we want all of us front leaders in it to lead by example. And it's, church was an emotional day today. It was a good one, but it was the same thing that kept coming through my mind is we can't always force our kids to come to church. We can't always force them to follow the Lord or whoever they want to follow, but we got to lead by example. So we go, we show up, we do what we got to do as parents, grandparents, whatever, they will follow. And we've kind of lived that same philosophy with the keto. We can't force our kids to do this. We can't push this on our spouses if they don't want to do it. This isn't a decision everybody has to make for their own health, but it is one of those things. I'm going to do this and lead and plant those seeds. Whether my kids do it every day or not is a completely on them. Those are choices and decisions they have to make, but I hope they learn enough by watching me with my health journey that they will learn how to do this before they have the problems and the issues that I'm working on reversing. I want them to prevent the damage. I want them to do this before it's a trouble. So that's where I'm so passionate to help get this out to the families and the kids and even us grandparents. I don't care what your, what influence you have over your family and your kids, doing this, even as a grandparent, and that little bit of time that you have with them, you can still plant those seeds. You can still be that person that is going to show up and teach them, and hopefully they will make those choices. And I think some of you seen my post that I posted about my little guy last week at church. His teacher stopped us and was just so tickled because his mama gets up every morning and they're packing their lunches and they're making choices, and Maddox is learning how to do the math of 20 carbs a day and turning it around and realizing that package, just because it says keto on the front, doesn't mean it's keto on the back and inside the package. So he's learning all of that, but it's just little steps. And I am blessed to have a daughter-in-law that's trying to teach the little ones, but I'm saying even to the grandparents on here, still teach them, still show them, still lead by example. And that's what we're trying to do. So that's kind of where we're at in that with our family. Personally, personally, everything's a hot mess right now. And we are learning. When I think just about the time I get things leveled out and I know where I'm at and I know what my body's doing and I know I got this protocol down pat. I know how to live it, breathe it. We live it, breathe it as a family and a couple. I was on live with Dr. Boz this week and very blessed to have her one-on-one attention to help me, guide me, direct me in my health, and God love her. And she put the brakes and whammied me and made me slow down. And he's still laughing at me because I love fasting. Any of you that know us very well, I love the feeling that fasting has given me. It took me 3 years to get to that point, to enjoy fasting and feeling that human growth hormone surge and all of those things that hit you when you hit those advanced levels of fasting. We hit that, and I absolutely love that feeling. It is the best I have felt since the day they put chemo in my body. So for Dr. Boz to put the brakes on me and tell me I am no longer allowed to fast right now, not only made me cry, but it was a heart-wrenching moment for me. It was a moment of learning, a moment of grace and acceptance. And again, trust. There's not many doctors in my life that I trust. She's one of them. and my cardiologist is the other one that saved my life down there. So she's giving me the direction that I have to pull back on the fasting. As much as I'm trying to get all of you to the fasting, she's pulled me back because of the heart attack and the healing that my body still needs to do. So those kind of things are gut wrenching. And where I got here? Who am I hearing?
Don't know.
Okay. Oh, Sandy. There we go. Okay. So some of that is heart wrenching and gut wrenching to me because I don't want my body to go backwards. I'm terrified of that. So as much as I'm trying to push you guys forward, she's putting the brakes on me, but I'm not going off the rails. And the lesson I'm trying to learn in this is listening to my body. And as much as we are teaching that to you guys, I want each of you, and there is no one size fits all in this. There is no, I can't give you the answers to learning to read your body. I can tell you how to read your numbers. I can tell you how we do this, but you have to learn your chemistry, and everybody's is different. I'm having to listen to my body. And as much as it terrifies me to not fast, because I love the feeling, I love the healing in that. That is the only time my body made progress forward. That's where I'm comfortable. And to back off of that is hard, but I am trusting the process again. She's never led me wrong yet. She's kept me on course, and I love and appreciate and respect that in her. So I'm going to trust the process. I don't totally understand it all. I'm learning and I'm listening and I'm watching my new patterns. My glucoses are up too high in the mornings. My Dr. Boz ratio stinks right now. All those things, and I'm staying the course. I was just talking to Becca this week. So many of us that have deep health issues, you have to fake it till you make it. You keep going, even when your numbers stink. We can tweak circumstances, we can tweak macros, but that's not where the details lie in that. Is it's staying the course, even when you know your Dr. Boz ratio sucks or is awful, and trying to keep all of that on course is all the things that we're going to teach you guys to do and want to help guide you along, because you still have to listen to your body and we have to move forward. So I'm backing up, not backing up far. I am backing up to, I'm just opening my eating window for a couple hours instead of just one meal a day and everything going in there. I'm opening my window up to 2-3 hours, and I'm not fasting. And those of you that know me will be proud of me. I've done my 3-day sardine fast this week. It was rough. I hate it, sucked it down and everything, but it's a win-win. And my numbers did improve through those 3 days. So I'm going to do it again. Anybody that's getting ready to start the new course with us, there is some sardines involved. So you might want to stock up and have them ready.
Find a good one that you like.
Find ones that you like, because you're going to be eating them. So we're all in this together. We're all trying to make the best of it. Some people that love the sardines, it's no big deal. Those of us that do not, I'm trying to be kind, that do not love them, I love what they do for my body, so we're still doing it. So we're on track. We're starting our eating window. We ate late tonight just because we was on live with Dr. Boz and the team. So we're a little off track, but tomorrow's going to be a new day. We're all starting fresh. Even if you are not doing Dr. Boz's course tomorrow, I'm saying jump in and let's get everybody a refresh and a restart for tomorrow. Let's all do this together. No matter what level you're in, we're going to keep pushing you. If you're in my keto group tomorrow night, when we meet, we'll have already had one class in with Dr. Boz tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon. And then before my keto class tomorrow night at 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock, we will have more information to be able to share. It's going to be fun. We're all going to make sure everybody's on track, and we're all going to let's just take a breath and refresh. Whatever level you're in, let's get you back on track and push you to that next level. So that's where we're at. Am I forgetting anything?
Don't think so. I think you covered it pretty good.
I know there are still some spots open in the course. Actually, I'm not sure if Dr. Boz is going to jump on. She's waiting for Tom Brady kickoff, so we don't know if she's going to jump on. But if she has time, I've invited her to jump in and see anything. But there are some seats left. If you have time, it closes tonight at midnight. And as much as we're trying to still get everybody in classes and everything, it's going to be good. And we're all nervous wreck over the platform and stuff like that. But the information coming into it is going to be so good. So if you need in there, you need that help to get to that advanced level, jump in and let us know what you need help with. And if you're in my keto class, we will be tomorrow night. And anything over there? Good.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so let's hear how you guys are doing. I want you to check in, be honest, tell me where you're at, give me your win, a struggle, and how I can help you. So Cynthia, come on in. You're first. I'm calling on you. I'm calling you up. Yep. Hang on. Still muted. Hang on. Wait a minute. There you go. There
Okay.
you go. Jump in.
I'm doing great. I feel good. I'm sleeping a lot better for some reason, which I'm grateful for. I'm pretty much doing 18/6 intermittent fasting and eat 2 meals a day basically, and working hard to stay at that 20 grams of carbs or lower. And
Are you
have
able to
been-
maintain at that 16 and 8?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
The big thing is adding enough fat, and that sometimes is hard because I love fat, but I like it with a lot of protein. And so I'm working on increasing the fat and just trying to keep a lid on the protein. So, but no, I'm doing great. And I wish I had more confidence, like you were talking about being scared to death of backsliding. And I hope that sometime will go away for me, that I will have the confidence that I'm not going to let that happen. But I know it could. And so I'm always very wary of that, because I do not want to ever go back to where I was, ever. So doing good.
And good. We're so glad to see you. It's just nice to see you and hear that you're still staying on course. And that's part of the magic of it. Is anybody that knows Cynthia's journey, she has learned how to juggle those macros. She's learned how to juggle her numbers and know, if you go off, at the end, you reach your goals. Now she can play with her macros. She can increase her proteins, increase her fats, because she knows how to track her numbers to know if she starts going up and hitting inflammatory modes again, and those DBRs start rising, she knows how to tweak it and pull it right back in and get where she needs to be. It's one of those things. You may go through seasons, she's hit all of her goals. She's fine. She may hit Christmas and Thanksgiving and spend a little time off track. I can't say off track, because she'll probably never go off the rails totally, but she may jump in and give herself a little bit of grace through the holidays, because she knows come January 1st, she knows exactly how to get right back in at it. And that's the beauty of learning how to do this correctly, is you will know what your body chemistry is, and you're going to know how to juggle it. So I'm just proud of you, Cynthia. So thanks for being one of the leaders for us. And the mind work and the brain work, anybody that hasn't done Dr. Boz's brains course, the brain work is what heals you for that long-term healing, where Cynthia keeps saying she's worried she doesn't ever want to go back to that. She grew up with that mindset. She grew up being that bigger kid. She grew up being that bigger woman. That's her talk in her brain. She's healing her brain from that mindset of what she used to be. She has to build a whole new mindset of what she is now, healthy and strong and vibrant. And Cynthia, do you mind me asking how old you are?
I just turned 74.
Good job. So good for you.
Yeah.
And that's just to show, Lance's dad is 82.
Yes.
82. And he does this also. And he works circles around 40-year-old men. He is
I
at his
just tore
perfect.
out the bathroom walls. So
I've seen that. I'm like, you are my hero.
should have seen me with that
tile
bar.
work. See, remember that year when we did it and I jackhammered up our kitchen tile on our floor? Girls with power tools. I love it. That's what ketones do for us, right? So,
Right.
Good job,
Right.
Cynthia. Thanks for jumping in. All right. Julie, I know you're a long timer. Do you want to come and jump in and share where you've been and where you're headed? Let us know where you've been. So welcome.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. How do you jump in?
You're in. Just
I'm in. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I'm supposed to see something different. So,
Nope.
okay. I've been doing keto for about almost 4 years, and I started with Dr. Boz's class right after I started on my own. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I've been having some problems the last 6 months keeping on track. So I'm here just to try to figure this all out with, I have a daughter who moved back in with her 3 children and husband who are vegans. and she has taken over my cupboards. So I basically, it's been really hard. And And nothing that I say to her about this will help. She doesn't believe in it, and she is just constantly saying that I'm going to die from it. So we still eat. My husband and I still eat, keto, but it is really hard when there's other stuff in the cupboards. And before, my cupboards were clean. There was nothing left in them. So, now she's got all this stuff in there. So it's been hard the last 6 months. She's supposed to move out by the first of the year, but I need to deal with this now. I've gained back 42 pounds that I lost, and it's just difficult.
Yeah.
I'm
still in trouble. One of the things, I guess, first of all, I want to applaud you for being a type 1 and doing this, because anybody that knows a type 1, that is not an easy juggle. That is a very hard, those of us that sit and moan and groan because this is difficult for us to do, it is 10 times harder for a type 1, because they don't get that luxury of playing with those carbs and playing with the proteins and watching all that go up and down and figuring it out as you go.
Yeah.
For Julie, for her to eat a lot of protein and try to bring that, those carbs and stuff down, for her to mismanage that is death. We're not talking, gee, I'm going to feel like crap and might kick out of ketosis. Her journey is totally different than ours. So it's one of those things. First of all, Julie, I applaud you for even jumping in, because we've managed, I had a type 1 diabetic kid living with me, and my dear friend's son is a type 1 diabetic. So I've been very intrigued with Lackland's story and all of those, clear back at the beginning with Dr. Boz on the type 1. And it is not easy to juggle, but I will say, every time I've asked Dr. Boz about it, it's the same process. It is just going slower and monitoring your numbers, and you have to be diligent on monitoring. It's just not something we can.
That's one of my problems, is doing that. But I tried to do it with Patrick's sheet, but it was so difficult to understand that.
It is. Well, we're going to have a little tool to help you with that.
Good.
If you have the Keto Mojo. Do you have the Mojo?
No.
Okay.
I have the other one.
The ForaCare?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a way to do it with the ForaCare also, but the cool part of Keto Mojo is there is a patient portal that we will have all your numbers come up. So we will have all your graphs and all your numbers. There's a way to do it with ForaCare. We got to do it a little bit different, but the Mojo syncs automatically. The ForaCare, we got to do a little bit extra steps, but I think it's the same process. So we'll talk through that one-on-one so we can make sure we get you in. So we get you through the course and in there. All right. But the cool part of that is we'll be able to see your numbers, and we're all going to start tracking together.
I also have an insulin pump, and I also have a Dexcom.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
I'm going to figure that out. I'm getting one of these days. We'll get my hands on one before this is over.
That's been the best thing since
absolutely.
It's so much easier.
Good. Well, I just applaud you, first of all, for doing this and jumping in, and the whole goal in it. Just think of your insulin is your insulin that you put in is the same as the insulin we have in our body. So we're still trying to juggle that same fire. It is still bringing those insulin levels down, not too low. We don't want you bottoming out.
Right.
But it's the same concept. The kids that we had taken in, the kids thought, they'd run around and want to eat a bag of Skittles all day. And I'm like, no, you'll just inject more insulin. It's okay. And it's like, no, it's not okay. You won't have feet by the time you're 40.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
It's sad to think what the doctors and the nutritionists teach them. And that's what they say. They can eat anything they want as long as they just inject their insulin correctly. And it's like, no, you still have to teach them how to properly manage this. So it's going to be the same process. Julia, I just applaud you for jumping in, and I can't wait to learn those teaching moments of your chemistry as we go. So it's going to be cool for everybody. And I think it's going to be a great teaching moment in the new course.
Oh, so I hope so.
Dr. Boz will be excited, I'm sure. Okay. Thanks for jumping in. Wayne, come on in and tell us how your week's going, bud. Oh, hang on. There you go.
Yes. Hi there.
Hi.
So this is the end of the second full week that I modified my food intake.
Nice.
I just pulled up the nutrition report on Chronometer. Over the last 7 days, I've averaged under 15 carbs, and I've been over 100% of my fat goal every day.
Amen. Good job.
So I really like the the Mojo Health website that you showed us last week.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at the graph because like week 1, I saw some really nice movement on the charts, and now I'm looking at it and it's kind of leveling off. So
Yep.
I'm looking forward to you giving me the green light to start doing something a little different. So
Yep.
so
So do you understand what that's telling you?
I guess not.
Okay, the cool part of that, what you just described, the first week you were going good. Now the chart looked great. Now you kind of ease off and it plateaus out. That means your body's catching up to you. Your body is getting, okay, that step is now getting complete and your body is ready for the next step to push.
Okay.
So that's the sign of you need a new stressor. You're ready to push it to another level, whatever that is, whether that's closing your eating window, whether that's and that goes for everybody. Whatever your next step in keto continuum is, when your body plateaus out, you just hit the next step. And some of us that are clear at the advanced level, and I've been at 12 for years, I love it. Everything else, even me being as advanced as my chemistry is, I had to back it up. I had to wait, now I'm going to have to hit that plateau again and get my body to plateau back out, get my numbers good and stable and move forward. That's the same thing you're going to do. You're moving stable. You're getting leveled out this week. We're going to stress you again this week. So good job.
I think that goes for everybody along that whole journey that you're going to travel. I mean, even when we got to when you hit your goals, I know Cynthia and I have hit our goals. And when we get there, we still plateau, and you're going to have to learn how to push your body every time you plateau. And you kind of suck it up there for a little while. You make sure that you're actually in a plateau. And then once you are, it's like, okay, give your body time to adjust, and then fast forward, boom, hit it again, stress your body again, and then kick it up. It'll go, you'll ride that wave constantly throughout the whole continuum.
Wayne, in that group, you need to watch Kevin. Between Kevin and Lance, the guys in there, you guys kill it. You guys really do, because when your chemistry truly gets going in the right direction,
once you do get it turned on, look out.
Everything goes crazy for you guys. So it's a win-win for you guys, but I'm proud of you. And that says a lot what you're telling me about your chart. So that's good. We'll check that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting to see some progress. So I'm being patient. I'm not getting
You got to be patient and ask all the veterans. Sandy, Becca, Cynthia, Sherry Crow, all the veterans on here. When you push through those first steps, we all did it. And we had, Gail, I think you did too, didn't you? Yeah. We all had to crash and burn and start back over because we rushed this level right here. When your chemistry is not ready.
That's the thing. I did this by myself without any guidance before, just by going through Dr. Boz's online class. And from that, you really didn't get a sense of how long you should be sitting in one step. You do it for 2 days and you're like, okay, well, this is nothing. Let's go to the next one.
Right.
And just know most of us now, if you have, I don't know, I guess I'm speaking a little out of knowledge because obviously I'm not the healthy person that has tried this, but to be the 20-something-year-old that has no health issues, not pre-diabetic, that has lived that healthy, lean, clean, healthy mitochondria, all of that, those kind of people maybe could do the steps that fast, but the rest of us with major mitochondrial damage or major inflammation and insulin resistance, I don't find anybody in these classes that can do it that fast. Where she says day 1, day 2, day 3, my body was weeks and months on each of those steps, literally months. And it wasn't because I was eating too many carbs. It wasn't because I was going outside the rails. When I jumped in, with both feet and never looked back. And my body fought me for a year of just every step of the way was a beating my head against the wall. Frustration. So it's just good job, Wayne. Stay the course. Okay. We're going to get you going this week. We'll give you the next step and push you forward.
Patience and consistency.
Yep.
Be consistent all the time. Keep there. Be patient. Your body will kick in.
It will. It's just a matter of how much help you got to give it to get over the hump for those of us that are just
stubborn,
broken and stubborn. Is that what you call me?
Yeah, no. Not your
All right.
face.
Not too much. Exactly. Yeah. You want to eat tomorrow, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Felicia. Come tell us how you're doing. Oh,
Gotta unmute. There.
unmute. Hang on. Hang on.
There you go.
Hey,
Magic button.
come tell us how you're doing, Felicia.
So I'm slow and steady like the turtle, trying to get there.
That works. That's what wins the race.
So my carbs, I've been able to keep under 20. I'm still struggling with getting that fat and protein in. My stomach hates them.
Don't worry about the proteins right now. Just get those fats in you so you're in and stable. Then you can worry about those other things. Okay. Don't stress about it right now. Those carbs are under 20. Get the protein and the fats in you. Meet the fat goal, but don't worry about the protein right now. That'll all come out in the wash in the end. You'll figure that out. Right now, we need to get you stable.
Excuse me.
We got to get you stable, get you there. Good job. And again, Felicia, I give you all the kudos in the world. Anybody that don't know, Felicia owns a bakery and works in it all damn day. And tries to do keto. So talk about mindset and temptations. So I guess it's one of those, the teaching moment in that is when we all think we have it rough. Look at the people around you. Becca's dealing with addiction. Felicia's working in a bakery. Julie has type 1 diabetes. I just had a heart attack. Everybody in here has a story. Everybody in here has, I can't even say a pity party, but you have a reason to have a damn pity party because life is tough and it hurts and it's hard. And sometimes this stinks. But when you look beside you, there is always somebody you can help pull along. You can help be the answer. You can help be
Even if
hope.
Even if you don't have medical, I mean, if you have stressors in your life that you can't deal with, I mean, that's still going to affect your numbers.
Yeah, it does. It really does. But it's so nice to be in here. And as much as, like I said, we all have better things to be doing right now. We all have crap that needs done, houses, families that need tended to, everything else. But being here with like-minded people that you're not arguing with, you're not debating this with, you're not justifying why you're eating like you are. That's the win in it, is because we do become family here. We help pull each other through over those humps and we help each other through it. Julie, I know you were saying about your kids moving in and having it.
Yeah.
And I guess it's hard. And get your cupboards ready. Find a spot that is for just you. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be that parent, or don't be afraid to be the grandparent. There's just stuff that don't come in my house. And
I've tried. Believe me, I've tried.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. And remember, first of all, it's your house.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's so hard though.
it is. And I know I was vegan, or vegetarian. I wasn't vegan. I was vegetarian for years, and I had a mindset of meat. I had myself convinced I couldn't eat it. It wouldn't digest. It feel awful. It feels heavy in my gut for days, all of that. And now I can put down a side of beef like there's no tomorrow. So, so it changes. We can get there. I can put away a ribeye with the best of the cowboys out there. So I can do this. So hang in there, guys. Okay, Laura, you want to jump in?
Felicia.
Yeah, good job, Felicia. Hang in there.
Hang
honey.
in there one step at a time, girl.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes,
we got
ma'am.
you. Get jumping.
I'm doing good. I had oral surgery, so I had to go soft foods because I had the upper palate and the lower, so they move skin around. So I've been I make a pudding out of eggs. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but so that works really well for soft when I have to do soft foods. So I kind of moved my eating window. I used to do an hour, but because the way my mouth is so sore, I moved it to a 4-hour eating window. And my numbers are fine. Glucose is in the 80s and the ketones are about 0.8. So I'm okay with that. I found Dr. Boz back, about 2.5 years ago, and it was a slow process for me. And I have had a stall for quite a while, but I made a decision back when I found her, and it just somehow it clicked with me that this is what was missing, because I had had health problems for quite a while. And once I saw the change in me, I had made that decision right at the beginning that I'm never going back. And it's kind of funny, like I think my resolve has just gotten stronger as I do it. And even when my ketones are lower than they need to be, and I'm at a stall, it's still better than where I was. And so I
Absolutely.
think about that every day. I have a little saying that, you know, if you quit now, you're going to end up right back where you started. And when you started, you were wishing you were where you're at now.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
so
good mindset.
I'm keto for life. I know I will be. And I think it's probably the first time that I've really put myself first, and kind of with that self-love, you know, and it's kind of empowering almost, because
Isn't it free?
it's really weird. It's like people are like, we'll go out to dinner and I'm like, oh, my eating window's closed. And they're like, what do you mean you're not going to eat? And in the beginning, it was kind of uncomfortable. And now it's like, I don't even care what other people think. Like,
Yep.
you know, hey, if you guys want me to come, I'll come, but I'm not eating. And they're like, oh no, go ahead and come. Now it's fine.
Yep.
And they're all used to it. And they're like, do you ever eat? And I'm like, oh yeah, I just have an eating window and I don't eat late at night. So I've decided I'm keto for life. You'll see me struggle, but you'll never see me quit.
Good job.
And,
Awesome.
Good job. A nice mind attitude. So good
yeah, and it
mentality.
was funny when you were talking about grandkids, because my grandkids know I'm keto and that this is a keto house and that stuff doesn't come in here. They already know at Christmas, at Easter, there's no candy. We're not going to, grandma doesn't give candy out. Grandma doesn't buy treats. That's not how I'm going to show my love for you. I'm going to show my love in different ways. Because my mom and dad showed their love by food. And they would get upset when you didn't eat. And I would say, but I just ate. Even when I was eating wrong, I would say, oh, I'm not hungry. And they're like, oh no, you got to have it. We made it for you, you know, and then I would eat it. So those days are over. And it took my dad a little while. My mom has passed away, but it took my dad a while. And he finally came around to like, okay, you look like you're doing good. You probably don't need it. So,
Good.
but my
Good for you,
grandson,
Laura.
my grandson had a friend over here playing, and I heard his friend say, what's your favorite kind of cereal? And Bradley says, oh, I don't eat cereal. That's not healthy. I eat bacon and eggs.
Good
And I
for
thought,
you.
good for you.
Good for you. Laura, that's awesome. And I love your mindset in it. And it's the same thing. You know, that's what most of us that have gotten over those humps and hurdles in it, we're keto for life and there is no looking back. The magic in it is when you can literally sit down at a table, just like you said, and go out to dinner with your friends or your family and look across the table and realize nobody gives a
Hoot.
crap of what is on your plate. This is what matters right here. It is the relationships. It's the part that we build with each other. It's my kids sitting at the table with me. It's sitting beside my husband and sharing a meal. It's those things that matter. It does not matter what is on your plate, and nobody really cares. Once you get, and if they do care, they need to grow up. They need to, I mean, it's one of those.
It's their problem.
It's their problem, not mine. And one of the big things, Laura, that you touched on that I'm learning myself, and it's one of those things, the self-love. And most of us that are mamas and dads on this group, we've all done though. We've taken care of everybody else till we have nothing left to give. We've let our own health go. I remember the only meals I used to eat were the ones I stood and cleaned off the leftovers off my kid's plate while I cleaned the kitchen. Those kind of moments, it's like those things that's not self-love. That's just survival mode. And we've got to learn as mamas, and you know, my daughter-in-law's on here. I want her to learn as a young mama to be able to say, take care of you. Take care of you first. Take care of you, keep you healthy, keep you strong, because you're the one that's going to take care of the kids in the long run. You're the one that's going to take care of my son in the long run. Those are the things. She's paramount to her health, to my family. So what I don't pass on, she will. And it's those moments of we've got to help the next generation. We've got to lead by example and do that. So I applaud you for loving yourself. And I think all of us mamas, nanas, dads, papas on here, we all have to stop and think that, because our generation gave till we had nothing left to give. And I think self-love is so important and so hard, easy to say and hard to apply. So good for you, Laura.
And when I first started keto, I thought, I don't need the tribe. I don't need to do that.
We all
I don't need to go to group. I like, that's not me. That's not what I need. And now it's like, oh no, I need it. Because it's like you said, it's like-minded people, you know, just like, okay, I get it. Yeah.
To not have to explain it, to justify it, to whatever. That's how we're going to heal our brain. I feel so at peace now. Like when we first started going live, you can ask my family, like I'm not an extrovert person. I am not a social butterfly. I am a very closed off, private person. you guys are my family now, that it's like, this is the highlight of it, because now we know we are here in front of people that we're not arguing it. We're not debating what we do. We're not justifying what we eat or don't eat. And we're not having people, people judge it. I mean, there's just no way around it. They do. So it's one of those things. This is our peace now. This is where we find comfort in our family here. So we've all done the, we don't need the tribe. And it's the biggest lie we can all tell ourselves. We all do.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Doesn't matter how many loads of
wrong.
laundry, I got to do, or how much homework I have to do for tomorrow's class. We all need this.
Yep.
So we really
Absolutely.
do. We really do. So nice job, Laura. Thanks for jumping in. Becca, you want to come and jump in, hon? You feel okay? You okay to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 3 or 4 really rough days a week or so ago. I'm bipolar, for people who don't know me, and I've been on really killer doses of antipsychotics for maybe 20 years. And then I was on a lot of different things for the 10 years before that. And I decided some time ago I wanted to get off the antipsychotics and see where I was. It took some persuading on my psychiatrist to get him to help me through this. I think he finally decided I was going to do it on my own if he didn't. So he's been kind of guiding me. And my next decrease isn't until October 3rd. And as I said, there were 3 or 4 really, really rough days there where I felt truly wretched, and my numbers showed it. They were just, way off the charts. And then I woke up and I felt good, and all of a sudden my numbers were reasonably good. And I think it's been about 4 or 5 days that I've been doing really well now. And I actually have more energy than I can remember having in a long time. And this is important for me because I have 2 medical conditions, my lungs and my kidney, that have fatigue as their side effects. And so I'm used to not having energy and being really tired and all that. And I have been feeling more energetic, at least in the mornings. I still poop out kind of mid-afternoon. More to the point, my thinking is clearer. And that is very important to me. And so I'm just kind of tooling along and consolidating things until my next decrease.
Good job.
And then I expect I'll have a week or so of feeling pretty wretched after that.
And that's just what I was going to say to you. Just know with any of that withdrawal, and I know, just so you guys know, Becca's doing this. Her doctor is helping her doing this. I'm just sharing the withdrawal feeling. I withdrew from Oxycontin after 18 years, and it was an ugly, ugly few months of my life. But God love you, Becca, for sticking with it. And like I said, fake that till you make it and keep going, because your numbers are going to tank and you're going to feel like crap and you are going to be awful in that. But then when you rise out of that, you won't fall quite back as far the next time. So every time you push that, you're going to learn to read your chemistry and you're going to learn to push through it. And it's going to be miserable for those few days. But what took you maybe 4 or 5 days of being miserable before now may back you up and only take you 3 or 4 days to get over it and get your mitochondria moving and get your body feeling better again. So Becca, I'm just so proud of you because you're sticking with it. You're doing what you know you can do. And when you get to a point you can't handle it anymore, you give your body grace. You give your body and time and wait and let your body catch up. Just what Dr. Boz is telling me to do in the middle of a crisis right now. I'm not far enough out from the healing to put another stressor on my body. So she has me back up and wait, which drives me insane, but back up and wait. So it's what you got to do too.
Even at my lowest point, when I was feeling so sick to my stomach and feeling horrible, it never once crossed my mind to back up.
Nice. Good
you know,
job.
and to say,
Yep.
no, I can't do this. So I'm just,
Good.
you know, barreling through it.
Good. And that's a strength. That is an internal strength. I'm just so proud of you, Becca. So stay the course and good job, girl. We're with you. We're praying with you and we're here for you. So you jump in when you need us.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Diane, want to jump in?
I don't think so.
Diane, you good? All right. Sandy, you want to jump in real quick? Or Gail, who's next? Gail, you want to go next?
Who's coming in next?
Hang on. Here we go.
I
Who's-
can.
There you go. Good job. Come on in, Gail.
Well, I got a couple things. Today was a win-win. After church, I had a bridal shower to go to, and those are always a challenge. But they had the buffet open, and they just had this gargantuous tray of bacon. So I was like,
Win-win.
it was that moment. Yeah, it was awesome. I called my husband. I said, I think I just had a bacon-gasm. No. No.
Yeah.
You go to these things and you never know what you're going to eat. And they had bacon and sausage. And so I thought I'd just throw a piece of melon on there so I didn't look like a hoarder. But yeah, that's bad. So
Bacon is going to rule the world someday.
oh my God. So then I had to go to my great niece's birthday party afterwards. And they had hot dogs and some pulled pork with no sauce on it. Thank you. So I had a little bit of that too. So, and then I don't have any problems like avoiding cake and ice cream. So that's not my issue, but anyway, but backing up my struggles have been, obviously I've had this shoulder surgery. Everybody was saying how painful it is. I'm like, hey, this is tolerable. It was painful, but now I started therapy. I've just finished my 3rd week. I'm just passive range of motion and I'm dying. It's like, I'm not sleeping. My numbers are in the toilet.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to back up, just kind of like what you're saying. I think that was good to hear because I know I need those ketones because that's what my fuel is and that's my healing. I'm barely 0.2. I did
I'm back to drinking them.
Yeah, I'm alternate day fasting last week. I've been now. I think I'm going to go back, and I was going to pick your brain. Maybe go back to having ketones a couple times a day, drinking them, because I'm not controlling pain. They don't give you any pain meds, which is probably a good thing. But
Yeah,
They
you don't
will-
want them.
Don't worry, the pain meds will just mess you up more. So
Right.
just deal with the
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah. The only thing I can take is Tylenol, and it doesn't do anything, so I don't bother. But I have had probably last 4 nights just sleepless because of the therapy. But yeah, so that I think I'll just get back, kind of gear it back like you're doing. Maybe not fast. I'm going out of town for 10 days starting Thursday, so that's going to be a challenge in itself. But I got to get more comfortable. That's my thing. So
And what Dr. Boss had told her body's going through enough stress right now trying to heal.
yeah,
With her having ketones in circulation, then your body will pick up on that again and start using them. So it might be a good idea, since you are stressed like that, trying to heal, that you do put ketones in if you're not making them. So
Yeah.
it might
And
be
just
an option.
idle, you don't have to go completely backwards, but just idle. And that's kind of where I put my mindset in it too, is I'm not going to jump off the wagon and go crazy. I'm not going to
No.
do anything stupid, but I don't have to push to the max right now.
yeah. I
And
think
I have
that's.
to find peace in that.
I heard you say that. I'm like, sometimes it's like a little slap in the face. Like I
It
think
is.
that too.
She
Yeah.
broke me in class. We were in class for this
Oh,
advanced
she
course.
was
I was bawling.
mad.
I was mad. I was bawling.
Wow.
I was hurt. I was scared. I don't want to go backwards. It was every emotion I could muster up came up at one time, because it was just, I know that's where I feel good. I know that's where my body likes to be. And
And what she had done in the past is what brought her to the healing that she has gotten.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't that work in this circumstance? And it's actually, I think, starting to work better now. So
I'm
Yeah.
not as
Where-
dizzy.
Where's your eating window then? What's your
I'm-
duration?
Here's the cool part of that. This is a part that I've never been able to do, because I always wait and eat dinner with him at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So that was always my eating window, was that 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I was done. I was fine with that. She has my eating window 12 to 2 or 11 to 2 or something, like, up during the day. So I am
12
done
to 3, something like
early in the day, which is much earlier for me. So that's
Yeah.
one of those times of, it's just, this is a whole new ball game for me. So, but I feel good. I'm not hungry in the evenings, especially when we eat a whole can of sardines. I'm more than full, but it's crazy how it does change things. It does. It's a whole different mindset and feeling. It really is. No,
Yep.
here she is.
Yeah, I got a lot out of what you just said. I think that with my pain issue and, and I fast with the best of them. I like to fast. I can do the 72s. Last week, 2 48-hour fast. I geared it back, but I think I got to get into my ketones and try to get this pain under control and try to get my sleep better, because I'm a sleeper. I'm not one of the people that struggles with sleep. And so I was up every hour, and finally I think I made a pot of coffee at 4:45 and stayed up because it's just a sleep. So
I feel for you, Gail. I really do. I had 4 shoulder surgeries year before last, and it's that
Oh.
sleep thing is just 4 in a row. I blew my shoulder out doing CPR on a lady that was choking to death in a restaurant. 4 shoulder surgeries later before they could fix it, and it was just one of those moments of.
And lady
It took
did survive.
forever.
Oh, great.
And she did survive. So
She survived. My shoulder did not, but the healing process was forever. It was just, and I was in therapy every day because I kept building up scar tissue. So it was just, it's a rough thing. And especially when you can't sleep because you can't lay on it and then you can't prop it and get it to lay right. So you are up a creek, and I feel for you. So stick with your therapy. The only other thing I would throw in for you is.
But look I reach my eye to put my eyeliner on. Learning with my left hand is not good.
Hey,
so.
The little wins in having shoulder surgery, the things you learn how to do with the other hand. Let's just put it this way. I had the best hubby in the world because he bought me a bidet.
Yeah.
Does that tell you anything?
all right.
There are just things that are rough to do with the wrong hand.
Yeah. Thank
TMI.
God I have a loving husband. I'll walk out and then go, it's stuck. Like I'm putting something on, I'm half in, half out, and I can't move it. So
Yep. We're all blessed. We are blessed.
Amen.
So good job, Gail. Hang in there. Just be kind to yourself and go slow.
Yep.
All right.
Just idle.
Just idle with me. There's a group of us going to be idle, and I have a feeling.
Yep.
So.
Push in the clutch.
Push in the clutch.
Yeah, I couldn't get into the class because I'm going to be traveling. So there's no way I could follow. I feel disappointed, but I'll hang in there. So.
You'll get in there. I'm sure she'll run it again, and we're going to all be in it again. So it's going to be good to go. So good job, Gail. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Miss Diane, you want to jump in? I know I keep asking you. There you. Maybe we're going to get you this time.
Yeah. There she
There
is.
you go.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Come and talk to us.
Okay. I told Lance I probably did not need to check in tonight because I'm 100% negative. Everything feels yuck. The only positive I can see, Tammy, is we are dressed alike. We are dressed alike.
Hey,
White
I just had to
t-shirts.
run in and put a t-shirt on because I said before we go Zoom, I probably need to realize I don't have a shirt on. I was running around
I
the tank
did
top.
that too. I was like, okay, I need to get decent. Yeah. I am so maybe if I call myself idling, that will sound better. I don't know.
See? You're idling
Nothing
with
feels
us.
good.
We're gonna get you pushing again.
No-
We're just idling right now. It's okay. You rebuild
Nothing.
while
I
you're
mean,
idling.
I looked back yesterday, and which my continuous glucose monitor prescription has run out, so I don't have that. And I don't know. My numbers are terrible. I can fast and they don't get better. I can do OMAD, they don't get better. I can open that window up. Nothing seems, honestly,
We need to
I
talk
could
one-on-one.
do
We're gonna
whatever.
figure you out.
I could do whatever I need to do if I knew what else to try. But I have for a year been right where I am now. And I've been doing
All
this
right.
4 years.
Then we're going to jump in and we're going to talk and figure out where you're at and what's holding you back. We need to get you pushing. So you idle right now, and then we're going to figure out when we can talk. We're going to get you back on
Okay,
track.
sounds good.
Okay. I love you, Mama. Hang in there.
Stay consistent.
Miss Sherry Rogers, I know you go to bed early, so you come in and check in with us. I'm so glad you're here. Can you jump in? Can you talk, Sherry?
I would rather not. Not
You okay?
Very good.
Okay. Well, just know we're glad you're here, Sherry.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Joan, you come and say hi. Check in. Tell us how can you talk okay, honey? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
She was she was rolling a couple minutes ago.
Well, I got the white shirt too, but but I had my shirt on before I had my Zoom call on.
I just had a tank top and everything was hanging. It was like, oh, this will be ugly in a minute. Glad we're all family, right?
I seen June's reaction. She started rolling. I could not stop.
I was like,
I like tell y'all I'm sitting here in my underwear, but
today. It's just to laugh today.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm doing standard. Did not fast last week. I was actually having stomach pains that were certainly chemo related. So I literally did not fast. And I think next time I'll start some bone broth a little earlier. So my fast started this evening, and then tomorrow's going to be a really tough day. But my first 24 hours, typically, I don't get under 100 Dr. Boz ratio normally anyway. It usually is the third day, 72 hour, last day of the fast, where I can really get my ratios down under 40 or even 20. The week before that, I'd like gotten down to 16 or 12. First time I think I'd ever done that. Sorry, I get to sit up. Ugh. But yeah, we're just kicking through the process and see what happens, and
just know we love you and we're praying for you. And I ain't even going to tell you to push or idle. I know to do what your body can handle and pray for the rest. So we love you and we're praying for you and we're here with you.
Absolutely, dear.
Well,
we was talking about you
to see how your next 3 weeks go.
If we get through tomorrow, we'll be good.
Yeah, well, call when you need to.
Hey, the science is good. It's the computer and the electronics are going to kill me. I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown today learning spreadsheets. I'm like, there's a reason I rub naked bodies for a living, because that half of my brain that does spreadsheets do not work.
I was doing spreadsheets for him.
He's doing the spreadsheet and numbers.
I remember teaching my 10-year-old Excel. So, I mean,
that's what it is.
Or is it? Yeah. So, and the spreadsheet you're talking about was created very, very meticulously by an engineer with an engineering thought process, not a human factors person.
Correct.
and
they're all brilliant, and I'm so not. So
no, it's brilliance. It's a matter of thinking linearly versus literally.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, my head don't work like that.
Well, you got so many.
Me and Jillian were sitting there like, we're the two that have calendars and paper notebooks, and I'm like printing this and putting in a page protector.
Well,
I know.
I'll be very see how that goes.
You hang in there, honey.
Yep.
I will.
All right, Sue, you want to jump in?
Sure. I'm doing pretty good. I was really working hard on my fat, getting my fat up there and logging everything into Chronometer, and doing really well. So I got back to my 72-hour fast, did my first one last week.
Nice.
I was very proud of myself. I hit the Dr. Boz ratio of 40 at 30 hours and held it through the 72. So I was kind of ecstatic, and my ketones have been up ever since. And so I'm going out again tomorrow night.
Yep.
Good job.
So I'm going on a 16-day cruise next week. So I'm kind of trying to, but I'm going by myself. My daughter's the cruise director, so I'm going actually to visit her.
Nice.
What?
Yeah. So I'm gonna
tag along with you. You just call me. I will carry your luggage or something. We'll find something to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and do the fast. I'm gonna try and stick to my fast. I'm eating by myself most of the time, so I should be able to schedule it in there when I don't get to eat with her. And I'm hoping it'll be easier. I just won't go to the dining room, and I'll have lots more time to do other stuff.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
Hopefully
good job.
This is gonna work.
Good job, Sue. Just stay the course and hold tight. You'll get through there. Hey, we've had some really wins and some really fails on cruises. So you can do what you can do. That endless supply of food may be ugly, but you stay strong.
Ribeye.
That's what I'm gonna do every day. Ribeye, bacon and eggs.
Bring me some ribeye and bacon. That's all we need, right?
So
Big Jack plate of
Enjoy
bacon.
your time with your daughter. Again, it's the same speech. It's enjoy that time. God love you for being able to go on that cruise with your daughter. Enjoy every minute of it with your daughter. It's not about the food, it's being with your daughter. So good for you.
yeah.
Good job.
All right. Thanks.
Nice work. All right. Who's next and who wants to jump in? Linda, do you want to jump in tonight? Or Bug, can you come? There we go. Linda, can you want to jump in, hon?
Hey, Tammy, this is Linda.
Hello, nice to see you. Can't wait to see you in class tomorrow.
Yes, I just wanted to jump on tonight and see what a support group looks like because I've never been part of one, but I have so enjoyed this. I've been
Good.
I've been keto about 3 years, down 100 pounds, and maintaining. But I'm at a point where I don't check my numbers. I only eat once a day. I'm in a 1 hour window. So I just got to where I'm just stalled in my mind. Like, I got this down, don't need anything else. But when I went to Orlando and was around so many like-minded people, I was like, wow, this is awesome to be around people that think the way I do instead of all the negative people. And my goal is going to be to teach what I've learned. And
Good.
and I want to learn how to speak to the naysayers without being ugly. So I've got a couple of weaknesses I need to work through, but I guess we can talk about that when we're in our class. But I don't sleep well. I'm up at 12:30, 1, 2, 3, and I still work. So I'm like confused as to when to really take my numbers. I don't know what you would say about that. At 1 o'clock when I get up, or
Nope, I would wait till morning. We're going to try to turn your sleep around. That's part of what we're going to work on is we're going to get that sleep turned around and get you trying to sleep at night when you should. So you're ready to wake up in the morning. And that's hard for some of us that have sleep issues all our lives, so that's one of those things we will work on. Being with like-minded people absolutely is a win. And that is what your tribe is for, because hey, Baba, here's my little guy. That's what we're here for. And Linda, most of us that have went through this and thought, who needs a tribe who has time to sit on these stupid lives of people you don't know? And you will find this is the best time. This is the most encouraging time. This is the uplifting time. This is the part that's going to help heal your brain the most. So it really is a blessing. Just be here, show up when you can, jump in when you can. We don't care if we said if we're going to keep doing Sunday nights like this, we need to have it a jammy party, no bras and no makeup. I don't know.
We always do this.
It's going to be, we all might be sitting here in our underwear and pajamas. We don't know, but it's all good. We're family here. So just stay in, Linda. You're going to enjoy it.
I have enjoyed this so much, and I have had so many issues with everybody that's been talking. I'm like, yes,
that's the win.
That's what's helped me, because I'm like, I thought I knew it all. I don't need any more, but obviously I do. So
we all do.
The biggest thing I think you take from here is, she may say it one way, I may say it a different way, and then 3 other people on here will say it something totally different, and it'll either resonate with you or you won't get it, or some person on here has been through your struggle, has been through your thing that you're going through, or something similar, and they have some pertinent information that maybe you haven't thought of in that kind of way. And they have a result to a stall. They have an idea for food. They have an idea to get more fat in. They have a goal that they have attained that you want to attain. I mean, there's so much information from everyone on this platform. And it's such a wealth of knowledge. We really didn't understand that when we first started. And it just seems that the bigger the group gets, the more knowledge is there, the more expanse everyone has, and everyone has input here. I mean, I know that you could probably throw a question up on our Facebook group page that most of these people are on, and I bet
somebody will have an answer.
I bet within 3 minutes you'll have an answer. I mean, it's that cool.
There's so much knowledge in here because stupid things. Even being, Linda, you can probably relate to this, being at KetoCon, being in Orlando, and you see people that do keto 50 different ways. Which way it's not a right or wrong. Like I said, I'd love to be that 20-year-old kid that could just drop some carbs, quit drinking Diet Coke, and drop 100 pounds and be a win. My body's not like that. I've always ate pretty healthy and clean. There was no Coke to wipe out. There was no Pepsis to wipe out. There, we didn't need a lot of processed foods. Pizza was our big downfall once a week or something. That was our big, to woohoo moment of the week. For the most part, we ate clean and healthy, but it was clean and healthy of what I thought was clean and healthy, kind of thing. So I still had so many things to change. But as you change all of those things and your chemistry shifts and you realize, I can't just drop my carbs down and fix this problem. I can't just do that. I have to work on the eating window. I have to eliminate all the toxins out of my body. I have to eliminate the toxins out of my house. My son's had asthma since the day he was born. We've never been able to go spray air fresheners in the house. We've never had, crazy scented candles. If I do, he walks in the door and says, Mom, get rid of it. Because as soon as he walks in the door, it bothers him. And that means to me, it's a quick, easy tell. Is that a toxic candle or is that a good candle? Or is this a whatever? You're going to learn all these things. And it takes all of those things to make my body heal and move forward. And my son's kind of the same way. So it's one of those moments you're going to learn. I wish we could just do it by dropping carbs and making an easy keto, but we can't. And we learn that by being around other keto people. I would love, like Dr. Boz said, it would be so nice to not have to have these advanced levels that some of us need. We need these advanced levels. We need to learn how to juggle that eating window. We need to learn how to do all those things properly and in order as our body requires it, because dropping the carbs is not the only answer. It is not the only thing we have to do for most of us that are broken and damaged. So it's just, Sherry, you want to jump in?
Thank you, Linda, for
Yes.
being here.
Thank you, Linda, and welcome to our family. And I can't wait to meet you tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I know I already met you, but we're going to talk tomorrow. Hang on, Sherry. Let's get you unmuted. There you go. Come on in, jump in and say hi. Oh, we can't hear you. Do you have a microphone that you have to turn on? There you go. Maybe.
Is Sherry Smith? Okay.
Nope.
Still can't hear you.
We can't hear you, hon.
Coach, let's talk about the offensive line. Already an experience, and then you've got now the injury of Connor McGovern. What do you do offensively?
Gail.
Hang on, we're missing somebody.
Gail.
Is it Gail? All right, let's show Gail. Okay, let us
She's
know.
got some help.
Sherry, if you get some help and get in, you jump in. While you figure that out,
1 minute, she says.
Bug, can you talk real quick? Bug, if you can jump in
She's
while you're
trying.
hitting your mic. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can hear you. We're just jumping in. I see you making lunches for the kids. It's my daughter-in-law, my grandkids in the
Yes.
background there. So she's one of those, she's making their lunches to take with them tomorrow because there are no good choices at school. They suck. You can't even teach the kids to make a good choice because there is no good choice. It is literally just junk. So she's making their lunches. She lets them be a part of it. They're helping make those decisions and those choices. And you do the best you can do. It's not always perfect, but again, it is better than any option they have at school to deal with right now. So that's another one of my little pet peeves and passions of life right now is what our kids and hospitals and everybody are feeding. So Jen, you want to jump in? This is my daughter-in-law, Jen, and we call her Bug. So anybody who hears me talking, it's Bug that I'm talking about. Come in and tell us what you're doing, girl.
Yeah, so right now I'm making the kids lunch. We ran to the grocery store and let Harper pick out what they were going to eat today or tomorrow for lunch because I forgot to I'm trying to switch my camera, do my online grocery shopping. So we have green peppers with cream cheese and stuffed with turkey. This is off the bone turkey. Maddox is having the same thing, but with ham. These are crackers, keto crackers. They're homemade. We have the recipe for this. They're delicious. It's a bunch of different kinds of seeds all ground up with egg and baked together. And then we have, I did tell Nana you on your game, but hold on. And then I just got a pre-made salad that I'll add some extras to. We'll put a hard-boiled egg on there and pack them with some dressing that they both like. But at school, their options are pretty much salad. They can get a salad, but it's like in this size container. That's it. It's about that big. And then what comes with it? Bread, applesauce, or they can get peanut butter and jelly, but
you can't like take the bread off because it's
and you can't take the bread off the peanut butter and jelly because it's smashed together. That's what Maddox is saying. It's an
Maddox is doing
Uncrustable.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, honey. I know you're busy. I won't keep you, but just know again, it's that stupid simple, and it's not is it perfect? No. And we don't know what their macros are. We don't know what their carbs would come out to, but it's still a better choice. Even with the green pepper and whatever, they are fine. They're kids. They're good. It is still better than a bag of chips and a Pop-Tart, and that's their choices are donuts and Pop-Tarts and all this crazy stuff. So good job, Jen. We're just proud of you, bud. Sherry, any luck? Any luck? No. All right. We will try to catch you next time. Sherry Rogers here. Did we get it? Is there anybody I missed? Anybody not get in yet that wants to have any questions? Any questions we can help you with? Just know if you're on the fence, Dr. Boz's course is closing at midnight tonight. And if you are on the fence, jump in and do it. It's one of those things. Again, is it expensive? Yes, it is. $1,000 is no little chunk of change, and we all get that. That is not even a question. Just know those are the things that we look at it as you're investing in your health. And when you quit buying the pizza and you quit buying all the processed foods and you quit buying all the junk and you quit doing all of that, your copays to go to the doctor, your prescriptions, how much money you're going to save in the long run. And I know it's a chunk to put out to do the class right now, but just think of if you turn those things around, this class would have been paid for. My Oxycontin used to be $1,800 a month. One medication, $1,800 a month. So it's like, there's things that when you look at what you're paying for diabetes medications, what you're paying for heart medications, what you're paying for copays to go to the doctor all the time. You know how cool it was? I had to check in with my primary care the other day to get into cardiac rehab, and I hadn't been there for so many years. I had to go in and sign in as a new patient. So, I mean, that's a win-win for somebody that my life used to revolve around doctor's appointments. So it's just one of those things. Invest in your body, invest in your health. And if there is any way feasible to do it, jump in. If not, keep showing up for classes, show up for support group. We're here to help you any way we can. But just know, I do think as much as we're terrified for the technical difficulties of learning this class, the information is excellent. So jump in and we'll help you over those humps. And so any questions I can help you with? Anybody need?
What is that? Who's singing?
Somebody's singing to us. I don't know who, because they're all muted on our. Are you singing, Joan? I have no idea because they all show muted.
Diane, are you listening to music?
If I was singing, you would all leave the room.
Oh, it is Diane.
It was Diane's music.
Diane singing to us. All right, guys, we love you all, and we can't wait to see you in class tomorrow or even here in the group. Jump in the group page. We're trying to get caught up with everybody. Our keto classes tomorrow night at 7 will be beginners. 8 will be advanced and intermediate. We're all going to be in this together. Dr. Boz is starting live tomorrow. My group will be at noon, 12 o'clock. Dr. Boz will be live with us at 1 o'clock. Then after that, we will be working each other through all the steps in the keto in the course. So we love y'all. Have a good night. Thank you. Check in if you need anything. You guys all got our numbers and know where to find us. So if you can, get on the Facebook and the YouTube and like and share and subscribe. As much as I hate to say that, this is what our life has come to. We need you to like and share and subscribe on the YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much. We love y'all.